I only remember how my excitement folded inward, carefully, like something fragile being put away. I told myself it was nothing. Cultural sensitivity, timing, and family dynamics, and dark conspiracy, all woven together like a ball of lies. I told myself love sometimes requires patience. But even then, somewhere deep inside me, a quiet voice whispered, "This is not how warmth sounds." And that was the first time the distance between us felt longer than the ocean. I had been in Canada a little over 2 years by then, long enough to know the rhythm of the seasons, long enough to stop flinching at the cold, long enough for the girls to sound like they belonged. They loved it here, their school, the education system, new friends, the easy laughter that came with feeling safe. The beginning had been hard for all of us, but Malik had surprised me. He showed up. That's something I like about Malik. From day one, he was present in a way I hadn't felt in years. He listened. He supported. He carried the weight with me. When the girls struggled, he steadied them. When I felt overwhelmed, he noticed. That mattered more than grand gestures ever could. For the first time in a long while, I felt married again. That was when things began to unravel, not at home, not in arguments, not in silence, at a party. It was a birthday celebration, loud music, too much food, familiar faces packed into a rented hall. Trust me, it was the kind of gathering where laughter spilled easily and the air shimmered with heat and nostalgia. A typical West African party abroad. Oversized speakers, sequins catching the light, bodies moving instinctively to DeVito and flavor high life songs, and some very old songs that refuse to age. Malik was called outside to take a phone call, and I stayed behind at the table. That was where Tolu sat, Malik's closest friend. I'd known him for a while, his frequent visits, his easy presence, the way he'd made himself useful without being asked. He was divorced, and he refused to remarry, vocal about his decision never to remarry, as though love were a lesson he'd already passed and discarded. At the time, I thought nothing of it. The music swelled. Someone cracked a joke. Tolu leaned toward me, close enough that I could smell his expensive cologne. It was sharp and confident. As he spoke, his hand brushed my